All right, so it is January 20th, very cold day in the upper 20s. Sun is starting to come out and we're at Tallulah Gorge. We had hoped to go to the very bottom of it, but probably not going to happen today. We did a lot of hiking yesterday at Black Rock Mountain State Park, so our legs are a little spongy. We'll probably come on back at some other point in time and do that, but we may just do the rim trails, check out the interpretive center, so come along with us. Well, the gorge floor is closed today, and we had decided we weren't going to hike it after all anyways. Hopefully we can get down to the suspension bridge area and still see some cool stuff, but apparently they've got it closed due to weather conditions. This is a really cool interpretive center, probably one of the better ones I've seen. So the very nice lady at the interpretive center gave us this map here. I told her where we wanted to go. We're going to go to the suspension bridge, the waterfall, the south rim, then the north rim, and come on back. She gave us a lot of great information, so it's a very nice nice lady there. Thanks again.
All right, enjoy.
We are. This is the first leg of the trip, is coming down here to the bottom, which you can access the trails from. Probably about one of the only places you're not going to have a bunch of steps to take. So once you're at the bottom of the interpretive center here, you can exit out here and hit the trails. Let's do it. This part right here has got a nice spongy kind of feel right here. Should be an easy enough walk for most people. And then it gets more difficult. And you can just choose your own difficulty level. The lady at that interpretive center will really help you out. Kind of customize a plan for yourself. So the building closes at 5 o'clock, so you can exit that way back into the building if you make it in time and catch a movie. That's what our plan is. If not, you'll have to come on out this way. This is overlook number 3. We're going to go kind of out of order a little bit here and probably hit 4 and 5 on the way back. So overlook number 2 gives you a really good kind of front-facing view of the Ladora Falls. It's beautiful. Okay, so at overlook 2 is where you'll take the 310 steps down to the suspension bridge, and lots of rewards waiting for you down there. Definitely want to know whether this is something you're going to be able to do before you come. It's good to do a little research, know your health conditions. These steps are definitely pretty steep here, so watch your step, hold onto the handrail. Maybe don't do what I'm doing. You know, going down, you always got to come back up again. So keep that in mind, folks. There's a little fountain right there if you get thirsty. Probably a good idea to bring some water, though. Getting a sense of this right here. They're pretty steep, these steps leading down. There's benches along the way you can rest. Presumably coming back up, you probably would want those more. But watch your step, know what you're getting involved in, and you should have a great time. It's cold out today, it's January. I can imagine breaking a sweat pretty quick doing this otherwise. We're getting down there. You can kind of see the suspension bridge through here, and that's one of our destinations. So those little staircases there just take you underneath the bridge. You can get a view of the bridge from underneath, which is pretty cool. Let's go check out the bridge. The sun is right in front of us. I'm sure it's going to be pretty harsh. The lighting isn't quite so harsh here on this side. Bridge is definitely swaying, which is probably a good thing. Alright, we're going to take the 221 steps to the Hurricane Falls platform. It's also where you would access the gorge floor if it were open, which it's not. And then when we come back up, we will go onto the South Rim Trail. "221 steps to the bottom." We'll get the Hurricane Falls down there. Here's where you would access the gorge floor if you have one of the 100 permits that they issue a day. And if you hear that siren go off, it means they're letting the dam loose and get the hell out. But you would basically cross over those rocks right there. Then the trail would pick up on the other side, and you know, you could traverse the gorge bottom. Closed today, of course, due to weather. Well, what goes down must go up. So here we go. It's definitely worth the trip down, but here comes the hard part, depending on what kind of shape you're in. All right, so we made it up. It's close to 1,000 steps down, 1,000 up. And when you get to the top here, you've got a little area here where you can kind of sit if it's hot. sit in the shade, rest up a little bit, and then you can go towards the left here to overlooks 8, 9, and 10, and to the right back to the interpretive center when you're all done. We're gonna head on over here and check out a few more things. Just keep in mind, you know, it's winter right now. It's not very hot. Different times of year, different fitness levels are all going to affect things. So here we go. Yeah, I want to check out that South Wallenda Tower. That's where one of the Wallenda brothers back in the early 70s crossed the gorge on a tightrope, which is pretty cool. Alright, here's the Overlook 8, where you can see the Hurricane Falls, a little pool at the bottom. And the interpretive center across the gorge. Got Overlook number 9 over here. See what awesome view this one beholds. So from here you'll get another view of the Hurricane Falls, but there's also the Caledonia Cascade right there. If you're able to see that, we can see if we can zoom in some. It's really pretty as well. And here at Overlook 10, you got this cool little place you can sit. It's like a little cave almost. It's kind of cool. Which actually on a hot day, I bet that'd be a very nice place. And then down here is the Overlook 10. Well, that viewing area is definitely pretty old. We've got some trees that have grown up throughout it. It's kind of cool though. Sort of shows you a little of the history of the place. There's a little picnic table over here too. I was just saying we might bring you lunch, but maybe bring a cover for it. Alright, let's go. Alright, so in order to access the Wallenda South Rim Tower, you're going to take this service road here underneath the power lines. And that'll get you there. It'll also get you to the Bridal Veil Falls, I think it's called, where you can go swimming. I think you have to have a permit to get there this way. And it's not like we're going to be doing any swimming today anyways. Okay, so it says over here that we're entering private property. Wallenda Limited Liability Company, Corporation, whatever. So maybe they bought the property here back when they did their acrobatic stunt. I don't know, I have to look into that, but they allow people to come in here. Just be respectful, I suppose. And that's the tower straight ahead that they used when he did his stunt back in early 70s, crossing the gorge. That's it right there. That's pretty cool. Wow. Can you imagine stringing up a tightrope to that thing and then going across the gorge over here? I certainly can't. But we certainly have some brave people in this world that would do it. I'm wondering if people removed some of the bolts there as souvenirs. I can certainly see people doing it, especially if they became loose. There's a few missing along the way, so I don't know. It's just so vintage looking. I love the steel work and everything. I think somebody used that to cross the gorge. Somebody's painted a mural up ahead here. That's the road right behind it. And we'll be coming up to overlook number 6 here in a second. It's a cool little mural. Oh yeah. Overlook number 6. Got a little place here you can sit and have a picnic if you want. It's covered as well if it's hot out. You got the view of the Hawthorne Pool, North Rim Trail, 3 and 4, Tempesta Falls. You can see from this overlook the suspension bridge down there. It's pretty far away. I'll zoom in on it a bit there. It's a pretty big gorge. A lot to see here. Along the trail, you come across this siren, which they set off when they open up the dam. Let people know, get the heck out. Out of the water, that is, if they're down below the line. There's a lot of people following along the bridge right there, but our lady at the interpreter center said to go down the steps, and it was safer. So I'm going to follow her advice. See what it does. This allows you to cross the bridge without getting run over. Come up on the other side of it and check out the dam. There's a beach you can swim at here too. It's closed until May 22nd, it says. But you can swim there. So after you go to the little beach area there and picnic area, you cross back underneath the bridge. You can hook back up to the South Rim Trail right there if you like. Or you can keep going this way to the Interpreter Center. Just where we're going. The trail will lead you to overlook number 5, which is right here. There's a lot of growth and everything though, so can't really see a whole lot. Here we have overlook 4. Direct view of the Tallulah Falls Dam, completed in 1913. Wow, that's cool. Sorry, the lighting is going to be kind of harsh here. Sun right ahead of us. So that siren we saw earlier will go off when they open those gates a bit there. Let people know, get off that gorge floor, get up to a safe height. There's times of the year when they do open it, and they post all that at the website, so it's good to know that information. That's where we started this morning, right in this area. Overlook number 3. Okay, so we've come full circle now.